recorrer 8.000 kilómetros para sorprender a una chica a la que solo has visto una vez. Sobre todo cuando ella te ha hecho ghosting, ¿no?
No me ha hecho ghosting. Es que no tiene plan de llamadas internacionales.
Ah, claro.
Hi, I'm Berta from Cartelera, Spain.
Hello.
According to Chris Evans, Ghosted it's like a 90s movie or a hangover movie. How would you describe it?
I think Chris Evans has described it pretty well. There was certainly an understanding for us that we wanted to create a film that was a lot of fun and had a lot of energy and excitement and did sort of lean back to those 90s movies that he and I spoke about a lot and really loved, you know, the Mr. and Mrs. Smith or Romancing the Stone, going back a little bit further, or True Lies, Midnight Run. There's all these great movies from that period where these kind of odd couples are thrown together in extreme circumstances. So that was really what we were going after, and even a little bit of Raiders of the Lost Ark. It was great because we got to explore all of these films from the period when we were growing up, or when I was growing up, certainly. Chris is a bit younger than me. That we really loved and enjoyed.
What's the best thing about shooting this kind of more light or easygoing movies?
Well, I think that when you get to a point where everyone's settled in and understands, okay, we know what we're doing, we know which direction that we're all heading, that there's a lot of fun to be had, and that's not always the case. You know, making films is a lot of pressure, there's a lot of money involved, there are lots of moving parts, and there's lots of opinions that you have to juggle. But something like this, when you have actors like Chris and Anna working together, who know each other very well and enjoy working together, and we're enjoying the story that we're telling, it brings a lot, you know, it gives a lot of the days a lot of fun and a lot of lightness, and you can enjoy those days because they are hard, long days, you know, it's and lots of moving around and staying away from home and loved ones, and there's all these kind of things that could, you know, and do make it difficult. But when you have something that people are really enjoying and feeling the energy of, then you're in a very lucky position.
A theatrical release for Ghosted was ever considered, and is a sequel on the table?
I don't know about a theatrical release considered. I'm sure it was a discussion at Apple and Skydance. They're the big guys. I mean, for me, I made the film with a theatrical point of view. You know, I didn't think, okay, well, I'm just going to get it on an Apple Plus TV, so I should adjust what I'm doing. I always try to bring a big theatrical scale and vision to it, but I don't think it diminishes it any less. I think people have great viewing systems at home nowadays, so that's great, and the streamers are really excited about getting movies into people's homes. And is there a sequel? I think there's a possibility. I always fought to have an ending where the door's left open. You know, I think it's really good to see how they've both grown and changed from where they are in the beginning. That's really important to me. You know, they are different people, and we see the beginning of that life together, and I thought that was exciting. So I fought for that, and I'm really pleased we did it. And they're both great. They both look so different. It's 3 months later, and it's only a quick scene. And then there's a villain in the trunk of the car, which is me. Nobody knows that, but it's me. I was my one cameo in the movie.
Talking about the next projects for you, I was wondering about Sherlock Holmes 3. Is still happening with you as a director?
I hope so, but I don't know what the decision is yet. That's someone else has to decide about that, but I would love to do it. I love Robert, I love Jude. So if that can happen, and I think people really want to see it, people ask me all the time. But Robert's got other things he's focusing on, so is Jude, so am I. But, you know, I think everyone should stay optimistic and hopeful.
Lately, there has been a debate about how much money should a romantic film cost because of the news about, I don't know if you heard about the new Nancy Meyers movie, and it's 130 millions. What's your take on that? Do you think it's too much?
I don't know. I don't know what the scale of that movie is. I mean, movies cost what they cost, you know, and people are constantly reinventing genres and surprising us and bringing new things to it. I think that's what we tried to do with Ghosted. We have a very beautiful setup for a romance. and then we take a bit of a left turn and it becomes something different. There's action and there's always some kind of obstacle for couples to be together. I think if the movie's great, it costs what it costs, and the people who invest that money, it's them to decide whether it's too much or not. If they want to give a filmmaker that kind of money to realise her vision, then I think that's between them and the filmmakers, and as the audience, we just go, and if people love it, great, and if they don't, then you keep trying. But I think, I don't know where that conversation comes from. Say, oh, you can spend this amount of money on that, but not on this. Films cost what they cost.
That's it, and it's not about the genre.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think so. I think otherwise you get nothing new.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
¿No has pensado que puede ser un agente enemigo que intenta hacer peligrar tu misión?
¿Quién coño eres?